Hello, my name is Angela. I'm an UNAD student. Today I want to talk about technology and teachers. Why technology and teachers? Because I think this is a very controversial, complicated topic. Because most of the teachers, I'm talking here from Colombia, so most of the teachers have these old practices. So they try to not implement the technology in the teaching practices when all students are different and even the generations. So right now, the students from today are very different from students from like 50 years ago. So right now the technology is on the top. So everyone has a cell phone, everyone has a computer. So I think it's very important, like teach the teachers, like give some practices, give some strategies so they can implement the technology to their classes. Because right now the generation of today is so immersed in technology, even though for social media, especially social media. So it's very important to implement like methods for the students so they can use technology in an appropriate way. But what does it mean an appropriate way? So not for like I don't want to say like self-interest, because that will be like if they have that self-interest about education, but use the technology for educational purposes. I mean, thanks to the technology, we can find information from all over the world and from different media. So I think it's very important that us as teachers, because it's our job to teach students how to use technology, even this social media, like avoid to share like personal information or even personal photos. So teach from the students' preference, students' experiences, life experiences. It's very important. Use the students' needs, the students' like likes or even dislikes, so we can implement like this person, like I don't know, maybe share photos on Instagram. So how we can implement like some like educational topic, so this kid can use Instagram but with educational purposes, because it's technology. So it's very important, not just only know like she likes to upload photos, but what is the true need of that student? I mean, what is their preference? If they like sports, if they like maybe decoration, we need to observe that. Like teachers, we first before we include like the technology, we need to first know our students. It's very important to know our students so we can develop the correct activities for them, the appropriate activities for them. Because remember that not all students learn the same way that the others. So it's very important that we know our students, we observe, and we can identify what are their preferences, what are their purposes for the English class, in this case, of course, because technology is very important for the English learning. Because here in Colombia, South America, we can have better opportunities, very quality opportunities in other countries. So I think it's very important for us here in Colombia, in the Latin countries, that we know English, because it's the main language that it's a worldwide language. So it's very important to know that, and to know that we can not only in the class use like the old methods, a book, just read and read and read and read, because we have the technology. We can implement like a video projector in the class. We can put videos from YouTube, interact videos. Remember that children love most of the children love like movies, everything with with cartoons. So starting from there, from video projector, is very easily for the schools. Why? Because I'm attending to one school, so that is school, I mean, every classroom has a video projector, but in not all classes use it. But in the English class, the English teacher use it to to put videos from YouTube. So the teachers love that. I mean, like she put sometimes like songs, so with the lyrics, so the guests, so the students can like read it and practice it. So I think that's very important because it's a very interactive activity, and it's not only like, hey, this is your book, so just read and answer these questions. But because remember that learning a second language, especially in this case English, we need to put it in practice. If we just only read and answer questions, we are going to get bored, and we are going to copy from other students. Like, I'm not interested in this, so I'm not going to put an effort to learn English or to learn this second language, because I don't have like that motivation, that sparkle that make me like want start learning English. So I think it's very important to find that sparkle for the students. That will be the didactic activities, very creative activities. That's very important for them. And also, well, what is the about with art? They can also do it. I mean, through the technology. Some students like the design, so they love that. So it's we as teacher, we can also like this school has a platform, so they can upload like the activities, so the students can develop those activities in their houses. So I think it's very important, like implement everything that can make that can improve or create motivation of from a student, from that platform, from the video projector, and even though for the social media, because basically is the main environment where students will be. I mean, like there are like 5 technology environments. Like it is the well, the classroom where they can, well, have this information, and also, well, their houses, their computer, their cell phones, also when they go like some for in an on an internet where there are a lot of computers there. So I think it's very important, like we as teacher lose that fear, because technology is very practical, but we have to learn to use technology, because otherwise we are just going to be like obsessive with other things like social media, because it's the main addictive technology right now. But there is a lot of things there. I mean, like you can find a lot of information there. If a children's like sports, they can find books, they can find videos, they can find a lot of information there. Even conversational practices with other people from other parts of the world. So I think it's very important that like implement that kind of activities. Also implement those English the English conversations, because we as teacher, we don't think like too much on that. We know that there's for English skills, but I think the most important is speaking and listening. I mean, communication will always be the most important, because if we don't use the language, we're not doing anything. I mean, that's the way we learned our native language, using it. So yes, we have to learn forms, of course, but we can use technology for that, like give students those activities, but implementing like draws, like cartoons, because they love interactive activities. But it's an activity where is a test, is a test, a text, and then questions. We know cartoons. We know like a test that doesn't have to be with nothing, have to be with something they like. I think will be very boring. I mean, if the majority of the students like, I don't know, maybe sports, or they enjoy a song, we can use that song to implement a reading activity, to implement a writing activity, a speaking activity, a listening activity, of course. So there are the information there, but we just have to learn to use it. So I think teachers need to know that, because otherwise we're just going for the same line that the old teachers, and we need to change that, because if we want to make changes and see changes, we have to do something right now, so the next generation has a different way of see the education, and not like a boring practice. I think that's very important. And learn to use the technology, even though we if we never use it, we can learn it, even if by ourselves. We can do it, and then take that knowledge and pass it to the learners. That is very important, so they can know everything, because everything changed. I mean, technology can change from right now to the next year, so we have to act right now and see like, well, technology is not going back. I mean, it's going forward. So we have to do something about that, and know that it's not going to replace us. I mean, why is not going to replace us? Because humans needs connections with humans. We humans, we cannot live with connection. We need the human warmth. We need the human connection. So that's the reason technology will not replace us as teacher. We are just going to use it. We're just going to use it so we can we can know more about our practices, because they change, and to know more about our students also, because sometimes we just put we sometimes we just close our eyes and it's like, no, if they're not interested in the class, it's okay for me, I'm just here to teach. No, that's not the reason you're here. You're there, teacher. You are there because your purpose is to connect with learners and make a difference for the social environment, to change all practices, so we can have a better education environment, better institutions, sorry, and change everything that right now is wrong about education. So it's very important, like, as teachers know that technology is a very useful tool for us, and is the and children loved technology. So our mission is to guide the students through technology so they can use it appropriately and effectively, because they can find a lot of information about them, and also they can find like their sparkle. They can find things that they love, and we can use those things that they love and make magic, make very, very interesting activities. That's my point about that. Thank you.